Wow. Hello, everyone.
大家好。
But I love you too.
我爱你啊，谢谢你。
My name is Zach Hunter.
我的名字叫做中文把它翻成韩哲克哈，这样翻。
I'm 24 years. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from America.
我是24岁，我从美国来。
And it's an honor to be here.
我很荣幸能够来到我们当中。
I'm what many people. Oh, sorry. First of all, I just want to say, in addition to it being an honor to be here, I also understand coming into a new culture, a beautiful new country, there may be some things that are different culturally or awkward. So I hope you'll forgive me in advance if I make any mistakes.
我很荣幸能够来到这里，然后跟经验到不同的文化不同的环境，所以呢，可以允许我在这个新的环境当中可以犯一些错误。
So I'm what many people call a social entrepreneur.
我现在的职业叫做呢，如果你听过这个名字的话，叫做社会的企业家。
If you're not familiar with that term, a social entrepreneur is somebody who invests time, money, years of their life, and hard work into efforts that benefit other people.
什么叫社会企业家？就是你投资你的金钱、你的时间、你所有精力，甚至你的生命呢，来做一件事情能够造福人群的。
Yeah, so for the last 12 years, I've had the privilege of working on many great projects, helping raise funds and awareness around the world about causes I care about.
对过去的12年呢，我刚刚有这个机会能够帮助来募款啊，然后或者是做一些意识的提醒啊，这些东西啊是跟我所关心的事情是有关系的。
And this has resulted in the undeserved privilege of being allowed to speak in a lot of fun places, from the White House in America to here in front of you in Taiwan.
因为这样子做的话，让我有一种特殊的荣幸呢，能够到各处去演讲，比如说我去白宫啊，甚至来台湾啊，跟大家一起来见面。
So I want to tell you a little bit about my story.
我要告诉你一些关于我自己的一些故事。
When I was 12 years old, I was learning about slavery in the history of America.
当我在12岁的时候，我读到有关于在美国历史当中关于奴隶制度这样的事情。
I learned that people were mistreated by people with my skin color just based on the color of their skin.
我读到说，当有一些人呢被我们像我们这种白种人呢来虐待那些有肤色的人种的时候，
And this made me very angry, but the way that history was taught to me, it made me feel like all of the injustice in the world had already been defeated.
这件事情让我觉得非常的愤怒啊，让我觉得说，好像世界上所有的正义的事情呢都已经不存在了。
I felt like all the big battles had been fought, American slavery was abolished, and there really wasn't much left to do to help the world.
我觉得说，好像是历史课本告诉我们，所有的伟大战役都已经打过了哈，好像没有太多事情我们可以来继续来奋斗的。
And this, of course, wasn't the truth, as I was soon to learn.
后来我学到，当然书上所讲的并不一定是事实的。
But as I was learning about the abuse of people throughout American history, I became really angry, but I also felt helpless because I felt like there was nothing left to do.
当我读到这些有关于虐待的事情呢，我当然觉得非常的愤怒，同时也觉得无助哈，非常无助。我觉得我好像没有太多的事情我可以来做的。
If it's okay with you, I'd like to tell you 2 stories that I learned about during this period of my life.
如果可以的话，我想告诉你啊，在我这个生命当中，我读到2个故事啊，我要跟大家来分享这2个故事。
This is Frederick Douglass.
这个人呢，这个名字叫做道格拉斯哈，我们这样称呼他。
He's a prominent figure in American history who's known for 2 things.
他在美国是一个非常有名的人哈，他出名啊是因为2件事情来出名。
One, being an incredible writer, and 2, being a former slave.
第一件出名的事情是他是个非常有名的作家。第2件事情呢，他出生是一个奴隶。
He was born into slavery and taught himself how to read and write.
他出生在一个奴隶的一个家庭里面，然后呢，他自己来教自己读跟写这样的事情。
Then he fell in love, got married, and escaped with the woman he loved.
后来他就恋爱了就跟他所爱的那个女人就私奔了。
And even though it may have seemed like his life was perfect then, he was free and he was married.
虽然看起来他的生活从此以后好像有点完美他得到自由，他又结婚了。
He wasn't satisfied with just being free.
但是他觉得说我只有自己得到自由这件事情，他觉得他不觉得很满足。
He decided to use what talents he had, speaking and writing, on behalf of freeing others.
所以他就用他自己所有的那些才华，他能够说，也能够写，来帮助一些人得到自由。
He ended up becoming a trusted advisor to multiple presidents in the States and spoke out against slavery and oppression of all people in America.
他因为这样子，他就有很多机会在美国好几任总统面前能够来讲述他反对这个奴隶制度这样的一些看法。
He did this because he understood how much freedom was worth because he hadn't always been free.
他为什么这样做？因为他知道自由是多么的可贵，因为他不是生下来就得到自由的。
I would like to tell you another story.
我要再告诉你另外一个故事。
This is Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman.
这个我们把它翻译叫做海利特塔布曼。
Similar to Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman was also born into slavery and was famous for her work to end it.
他也是跟前面那个道格拉斯一样的出生生在这个奴隶家庭里面。
What many people don't know is that when she was born, her name was actually Araminta Ross, and she went by the name Minty.
他本来不是这个名字，他的名字叫很长的一个叫 Ross 这样的名字，后来被改成叫做 Minty 我们把它叫做明帝这样的名称。
One day, she was on an errand for the people who owned her when she saw an overseer yelling at a runaway slave from a nearby farm or plantation.
有一次他有一个机会，就因为他在为一个他的雇主工作的时候，因为雇主是拥有他的人因为他是奴隶。他看到一个工头在那对一个工人他大声的在叫那个工人
The overseer was yelling at the slave for leaving without permission.
这个为什么这个工头大声的喊叫那个工人？因为这个工人他不嫁外出。
And the overseer saw Minty and demanded that she help capture this runaway so that he could be taken back and punished severely.
所以这个工头就告诉明帝说，你要把这个工人把他抓住你抓住他，所以这个工头就可以处罚这个工人。
Minty stepped between the overseer and the slave just as the overseer was throwing a heavy metal weight at the man.
但是这个明帝做一件非常勇敢的事情当这个工头拿一个这个金属块向那个工人投掷的时候呢，这个明帝就站在这两个人的中间，挡住那个金属块。
Minty ended up getting hit in the head with this heavy metal object.
所以他的这个金属块就打到他的头
And this was an incredible act of bravery from a girl who was only about 14 years old, and she continued this trend of bravery throughout the rest of her life.
这样的行为对一个14岁的女孩子是一个非常勇敢的事情她从此以后就一生就做这样的事情。
She ended up running away, gaining her own freedom, and then she freed 300 other people physically throughout the rest of her life.
所以她就逃离这个家庭她得到自由，她同时也帮助300个人重新获得自由。
So as I said, these were the stories that I learned in history class.
这些我跟大家分享，这是我在我们的历史课程所读到的这两个人物。
And it was around the same time that I was feeling angry and helpless because I thought all the injustice was gone from the world and there was really nothing that we could do, that I found out about this next story.
当我觉得读到这两个故事的时候，我觉得我是非常愤怒，同时觉得无助，好像我没有什么事情可以做。但是在这个同时我读到另外一个故事。
I came across the story of a boy named Rakesh who lived in a village in India.
这个叫做罗凯许这个男孩子还是在印度的一个小村庄的一个小男孩。
Rakesh was sold into slavery by his own parents to pay off a debt.
为什么他会卖到一个奴隶的一个地方去被成为奴隶？是因为呢，他的父母必须要还债，所以就把他卖掉了。
When I heard this story, I had a really hard time processing it, understanding it.
当我读到这个故事的时候，我就很难理解为什么父母会把孩子卖掉来还他的债呢？
Can you imagine what it would be like to be sold by your own family to pay off a debt?
你有没有办法想象一件事情，说你被卖掉了那个原因是因为你的父母要还他的债务，就把你卖掉了。
Imagine how you would feel about yourself and your value to your family.
你想象一下，说你觉得说你这样对你的家人而言，你的价值在什么地方？
Rakesh and many other children were forced to work in a place where yarn was woven into rugs that were exported to other countries where they were sold for a lot of money.
这个罗凯许他的工作是什么呢？他必须要为他必须在每天编织那些用线 编织地毯啊，然后这地毯呢可以卖到国外去啊，可以输出那个国家去，那可以来赚很多的钱。
The children were forced to work very hard all day long, squatting down on the floor with their backs against a wall.
所以这些小孩子他必须整天都要工作啊，那边蹲下来，靠着墙，那个背靠着墙，整天蹲在那边工作。
And it's not as though this were just a difficult job or a chore they didn't like to do.
这样子的心情，想象一下，这样的工作不是说你去做一件你不喜欢做的事情。
They weren't allowed to play with friends. They didn't have any of the freedoms that I had taken for granted.
他们不可能去跟朋友玩在一起，他没有像我们认为有那种理所当然的自由可以享受。
And the reason why the owner of this rug factory wanted children is because they have small fingers that can weave intricate patterns on these rugs.
为什么这些这个所谓做地毯这个老板为什么都要抓那些小孩做？因为小孩子手比较细，所以他们可以编织一些比较复杂的那些图样可以把那个地毯可以做得很好。
Yeah, but it gets much worse.
但是呢，他们是被强迫这样做的。
If Rakesh didn't show up to work on time, he was beaten with this.
他如果这个叫罗凯许，他如果工作不准时到的话呢，他会用这个会被打他用这个东西来打他。
Yeah, this heavy metal claw is what he would use to separate out the threads on the rug loom if they got tangled.
这个东西是什么东西？就是他在编织地毯的时候呢，因为线很多，他用这个东西像前面那个爪子把那个线把它分开的
And sometimes, because the thread was stretched so tightly across the loom, it would cut the children's fingers.
有时候那个线太细了，有时候我会把他们的手指就把它割伤了
And in order to keep them from ruining the rug by bleeding on it, they would dip their fingers in boiling oil to seal the wound.
所以他们为了疗那个伤，他们把那个手放在油里面，让那个伤口可以比较痊愈的比较快。
Now, Rakesh was forced to work in the situation for a while until an organization called Free the Slaves joined with local rescuers to free him along with the other children.
这个罗凯许，因为他在那个地方工作非常久一段时间了，碰到一个机构就是说解放奴隶这样的机构呢，然后跟当地那些人呢一起把他救出来，跟其他小孩子一起把他救出来。
There were no schools in the village that Rakesh was from, so the rescuers built schools for the freed children where they could learn to read and write and build a brighter future.
所以这个机构就把这些小孩子救出来，就把他放在一个叫做茅草学校让这些被救出来的小孩，他们能够来那边可以读书可以来那边写字写功课的。
And Rakesh was appointed the head of the disciplinary committee at his school.
所以这个罗凯许，因为他就被指定成为那个学校这个纪律委员会的的头，来管那些学生的。
If students are caught fighting, he calls them to the front of the class and has them make peace with each other and apologize.
如果这个学生在教室里面要打架或者争吵，他把这个学生叫到这个教室前面来，叫他们彼此道歉，彼此和好。
He tells them, "You were beaten before by your slave master. Take advantage of this opportunity to make something of yourselves."
他对这些小孩子说：“你之前被那些奴隶的主人殴打过，现在你要好好利用这个机会，好好来学些东西吧。”
Now, to me, this story is very beautiful, even though it starts out very sad.
这个对我来讲，这些故事是非常好非常美的故事。所以一开始是有点悲伤，但结局是好的。
This young slave boy was freed, and he felt the value and the weight of that.
这个曾经是一个奴隶的小男孩，他得到自由，他也找到那个价值。
It reminds me of the story of Joseph in the Bible, whose brothers sold him into slavery.
这个故事就要让我想到说，圣经当中有一个约瑟，他被卖去成为一个奴隶。
But God honored him by putting him in leadership.
但是神就尊荣约瑟，就把他放在一个领袖的位置。
Yeah. God has a way of using unlikely people to do great things, and he can take a very bad situation and use it for good. 神会这样做，他把那些我们生命中不喜欢的人做一些，然后透过这些人为我们在我们生命中做一些伟大的事情把一些坏的状况在神的手中转为一个好的状况。 So how do all these stories relate to each other?
但是这些故事到底有什么相关呢？
Well, around the same time, as I said that I was learning about slavery in the history of America, I heard Rakesh's story.
当我刚刚提过，当我在读这些美国历史有关这个奴隶的这件事情的时候呢，我读到这个罗凯许的故事。
And I found out there were more than 27 million people in slavery around the world today.
我读到说，现在在这个世界上，在这个时候全世界还有将近2700万的人还在从事奴隶的工作。
I heard about people who were forced to harvest the ingredients for the chocolate we eat and the coffee we drink.
我读到一些故事，就是说关于现在还有多人被强迫去做一些帮你去做巧克力啊、做咖啡那些苦差事的事情呢，非常当奴隶这样来对待。
I learned about children who were my age, 12 years old at the time, and younger who were forced into prostitution.
我学到说，有些小孩子在12岁，或是甚至更年轻，他们被强迫去卖淫。
And these are not the kinds of things we like to talk about in school.
这些东西，跟我谈到那些东西，好像在学校我们都不喜欢谈这些事情。
And because of that, most people didn't realize that it was still going on.
所以因为这样子，学校不说很多人不知道说这样的事情在这个世界上还在进行之中。
And when I heard these stories of modern-day slaves, I got angry again.
当我读到这些人被去当奴隶，我又开始愤怒了。
I was angry about injustice, but this time there was something I could do.
我读了，我觉得说这个世界上不公义、不正义，但是我觉得我应该做一些事情。
And I believe that God gave humans emotions for a reason.
我觉得上帝给人有些情绪是有理由的。
It's okay to feel angry or sad or even guilty, but it's not enough.
你可以感到愤怒，可以感到有罪，但是这样如果只有这种感觉是不够的。
I believe we were given emotions to motivate us into action.
我相信神给我们情绪，让我们可以来激励我们来采取行动。
And so that's what I felt like I had to do. I took action.
所以我就觉得我应该做一些事情，所以就开始有一些行动。
I started a fundraiser in my church and school called Loose Change to Loosen Chains.
我开始在我的学校，在我的教会开始这个募款这个募款的活动叫做呢零钱零捆锁这样的一个活动。
It was entirely student-led, and it allowed young people in our school and in our church to step forward and to take leadership on this important issue.
这样的一件事情这样一个募款的事情是完全由学生来带领。那在我们教会里面，我们允许一些年轻人来带头做这样的事情。
We were allowed to speak in front of the church and to tell stories like Rakesh's, and then say, "Here's what we need to do."
就好像我们要派一些人去教会就去分享这样子，像在罗开许这样的故事然后告诉他们说，我们应该采取什么样子的行动。
And in a short period of time, we raised a few $1,000s that we gave to an organization that frees people from slavery.
在很短的时间内，我们募到几千块美金，我们就把这些募到的钱呢，就转给那些机构让他们去拯救一些人让他们重获自由。
That was 12 years ago.
这件事情是在大概12年前我所做的事情。
Since then, hundreds of other schools and churches have awoken to the idea that justice should be a part of our lives as Christians.
所以说从那个时候开始就发动大概有几百家的学校跟我一起做这样的事情。我们觉得作为一个基督徒应该把神的公义、神的正义在这个社会上里面来推广出来。
So as I said before, I'm 24 years old, which means that I've been speaking about this for half my life.
我现在是24岁，所以代表是说我讲这样的事情讲了大概我半生都要讲这些事情。
Which makes me feel old.
让我觉得我现在越来越老了。
And honestly, I mean, there are. I've been allowed to speak in some pretty incredible places that I don't think I necessarily deserve to speak in.
我觉得我因为这样到处讲这种事情，我觉得我被带到一个地方，我觉得我不配得去那个地方讲话的地方，我都去了。
But I've had the opportunity to learn from some very incredible people who are much smarter and more experienced than I am.
我曾经跟一些比我更聪明的比我更有经验的比我成就更好的人，我跟他们一起来同工做这些事情。
So I'd like to share with you a couple of the things I've learned along the way.
我要跟大家分享一些我学到的一些事情跟大家一起来分享。
First, from Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass and Rakesh, I learned to think of freedom as currency.
从刚刚举的这3个人的例子的身上，我学到一件事情我觉得要把自由当作一种货币这样的一种想法。
Only those who have not always been free can fully understand how much freedom is worth.
只有那一些人不是生下来就得到自由的人，才能够了解自由是多么的值得的这样的一件事情。
Both Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass were born into slavery, both freed themselves, and both realized that freedom is a precious gift to be spent on behalf of freeing others. 我们
刚刚前面讲的那2个例子那2个黑人一个男人一个女人的例子，他们不是生下来就是得到自由了，或他们得到自由，他们就知道 自由原来是一种从上帝来一种可贵的一个礼物。
This is very relevant to us today.
这样子的事情跟我们这个社会是非常相关的。
If we have freedom, we must realize what a precious gift it is. We shouldn't waste it.
当我们有自由的时候，我们就一定要想到，自由是一件非常宝贵的礼物，我们不应该随便的浪费这样的礼物。
We must spend it on behalf of others whenever we can.
我们如果可以的话，我们要代表其他人来分享这样的自由。
We have freedom in Christ, and we can help connect other people to that.
我们在主耶稣里面有自由，我们可以因为这样子跟别人有一些连结。
And in the same way, if we have physical freedom, it's our responsibility to help other people become free as well.
同样是我们在圣灵上我们有自由，我们要去帮助那些没有办法在圣灵上得到自由的人。
The second thing I've learned is the importance of speaking up.
第二件事情我学到的是说，这是很重要，你要能够为这些人来发声，来出声音。
Simply saying or writing something and sharing it with those around you can be a great start, and it's very easy to do.
仅仅就很简单，你跟别人旁边人来说分享，或是写一些东西，或者讲一些话，就可以成为一个很好的开始，来帮助其他的人。
One of my favorite passages in the Bible is Proverbs 31:8 and 9.
我最喜欢的一个经节之一，就记载在箴言的31章的8节到第9节。
Which says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly, defend the rights of the poor and needy."
我们中文是这样翻译哈，你当为哑巴或是不能自辩的人开口，为一切孤独的伸冤，你当开口按公义审判，为困苦和穷乏的辩屈。
Now, what I like about this is that it doesn't say, "Speak up if you're famous."
我很喜欢这经也是因为这个经节没有说，当你很有名的时候，你才需要为别人来出声来开口。
And it doesn't say, "Speak up if you're very wealthy."
或者说你非常有钱的时候才需要开口。
It doesn't say, "Spend your money" or "Be very loud when you speak up."
或者说当你讲话的时候，你不一定要花钱，或者讲话要很大声，也不是这样说。
There are very few limits placed on who should speak up.
这个经节告诉我们，没有太多的限制呢，告诉我们说谁应该为那些人来发声。
If we have a voice, I believe it's our responsibility as humans to use it.
所以，如果你有声音，作为一个人，你应该为这些穷苦的人来为他们开口，为他们说话。
And if you look at the verse, the word "speak" is used multiple times.
你看，在这个经节里面这个开口用了非常多次。
There's an important emphasis all throughout the Bible on the value of speaking.
在圣经里面很多地方讲到说，你为其他人来说话，这个非常的有价值的一件事情。
In Genesis, we see that God spoke the world into existence.
在创世纪，你看到神一说话，这个世界就存在了。
And so, while it might feel like a very small thing to do to simply speak up on behalf of someone else.
我觉得你在为一些人来讲话是一件非常小的事情，你可以来做的。
It can have very significant results.
这些当你为别人讲话的时候，可能会带来一些非常重要的一些结果。
I've found personally in my life, I often end up speaking up on behalf of myself.
通常我在讲话的时候，我通常都是只是代表我自己来说话，来发声。
If I feel that I've been wronged, or if I see something that maybe I disagree with on Facebook, sometimes I feel like I need to say something.
当我觉得我被误解了，或是说有些别人一些观点跟我不太一样，我觉得说我应该来讲一些话。
Aside from that, I've also found I spend a lot of time talking about things that might not have eternal significance.
有时候我有发现我自己要讲一些话，但是这些话好像没有永恒的价值的东西。
Whether it's my favorite music or my favorite movie or favorite sports team, I spend most of my time talking about things that don't matter forever.
当我用很多时间，比如说我谈一些我喜欢的看的电影我喜欢的球队甚至我喜欢的音乐，这样的东西好像对我来讲不是太重要，但是我就花了很多时间去从事这样的事情。
And I'm not saying we shouldn't have fun.
我并不是说我们人生不应该有乐趣不是这样说的。
But imagine if we spent even a small portion of the time that we have speaking up on behalf of others.
如果我们可以花一点小时间，然后代表别人来出声，我觉得这是一个人生非常有意义的事情。
Anytime we spend our voices or our freedom to elevate the voices of those who aren't heard, we're doing something important.
如果任何时候，当我们为那些人没有办法为自己的权利发声的人，我们为他来发声，为他来讲话的时候， 我觉得我们在做一件非常有意义的事情。
The third lesson I've learned is this. I'm most fulfilled in life when I'm acting out of my God-given love for something.
第三件事情我学到就是说，当我活出上帝给我们的爱那些行动的时候，我就这一生是得到最大的满足。
There have been people throughout history that have cared so much about something. They've poured their time and their money into it, some even paying the ultimate sacrifice, their life.
在历史当中，有很多人为一件事情，他投入他的时间、他的金钱，甚至最后呢，他献上自己的生命。
And I think many people think they are passionate.
我相信很多人认为他们是具有热情的。
I think many of us would like to think that we have a purpose for our lives, and that we care about other people.
我觉得我们常常这样讲说，我们在人生当中，我们有目的的，我们会关心其他的人。
I can only speak to my personal experience, but I know that at the time that I heard about the issue of slavery in the world today, I don't know if I would have given my life to help save other people.
我觉得只能够有自己个人的经验，但是呢，读到这些历史当中，我不知道当我需要为我自己献上生命的时候，我会不会做这样的事情。
And I feel like that is really one of the easiest ways to tell whether or not you are passionate for something. Not necessarily only to be willing to die for it, but to be willing to sacrifice in some way.
我觉得有热情是一个很基本的事情，你不一定是要为某一个人或者某一件事情来献上自己的生命。
And that's what passion is. It's the willingness to sacrifice, to give until you feel it, so it affects every part of your life.
所以呢，什么叫做热情呢？就是热情，就是你愿意来牺牲一件事情，一直到这件事情成为你生命中的一个重要的一个部分。
And to me, that's what turns ordinary people extraordinary.
所以有热情的人会让你从一个平凡的人，变成一个不平凡的人。
I'm sure many other people have different definitions of passion.
我相信很多人对这个热情有不同的定义。
And they're probably much smarter than I am.
可能当中很多人比我更聪明。
But for our purpose today, let's consider that passion is deeper than just a passing interest in something.
我们今天就把热情做这样简单的定义，就是你把你内心中一些你想要做的事情呢，就传递给别人，我们把它称叫做热情。
I believe that passion is the kind of love that God has for us.
我相信热情是上帝给我们的爱啊，让我们为别人的爱就是这种热情。
It's a sacrificial love, and it's something that's impossible to feel on our own.
这是叫牺牲的爱啊。有时候这种牺牲的爱，有时候并不是我们出于我们自愿的，是神赐给我们的。
You can't just dig deep down inside and try to draw passion out of the well of your soul.
你不能够一直从你心里面深处去挖掘出那种热情出来。
I can't go to bed tonight hoping that if I try hard enough tomorrow, I'll suddenly be passionate.
我不能说今天晚上我去睡觉了，明天我非常努力，我就有热情了。
Because passion is so much more than a simple human feeling.
因为热情不是只有单单是人的情绪而已。
And Jesus is the ultimate example of this.
耶稣是一个最美的一个例子哈，这热情最美的一个例子。
So for me, I want to be a passionate person. I want to live with purpose.
对我而言，我希望成为一个热情的人。我希望这一生活着有一个目的。
I want us all to ask ourselves the question: Do we want to be passionate? Do we want to feel like our lives are meaningful?
我要问大家一件事情呢，你要不要成为一个热情的人？你要不要人生成为一个有意义的人生呢
？Do you want to be excited to wake up in the morning?
你要不要每天起来就觉得非常兴奋？
Do you want to inspire other people to do better?
你要去鼓励别人，让别人可以做得更好吗
？I know my answer is yes to each of these questions, and I hope yours is too.
我的答案是的，我希望你的答案跟我是一样的。
What I think is very interesting is that all of us have weaknesses. Weakness.
我们每个都有缺点。
Yeah. All of us have obstacles that can get in the way of us pursuing our passion or seeking justice on behalf of others.
当我们去寻找热情或是去寻找正义的时候，也许我们碰到一些障碍、一些阻碍。
But if we look in the Bible, we see that God has made a habit of using very imperfect people.
我们看到圣经里面，上帝用一些人啊，他们这些人也是碰到一些障碍一些阻碍的。
We see that King David made some very big mistakes and was still called a man after God's own heart.
我们看到这个大卫王，他犯了一些错误，但是圣经还称大卫王是合神心意的人。
I know, the truth is that often finding strength in weakness builds character.
我相信呢，我们在我们生命中发现到了弱点或是缺点，会来建造我们的品格。
And character prepares us to serve and pour out of ourselves for others.
品格会帮助我们呢，准备为人家来奉献一些事情，来为我时间或是金钱来帮助一些人。
And I'm proof of this to some extent.
我觉得我已经证明了这些事情啊。
I want to tell you something very personal, and I hope it's encouraging to you.
我要告诉你一些观念很个人的事情呢，希望能够帮助你。
As a child, I used to struggle with very severe anxiety.
当我小孩子的时候，我常常会有一些焦虑症发生在我身上。
It was something that was very serious for me.
对我来讲，这是一件非常严重的事情。
I would have panic attacks where my heart would start racing, and I would feel like I was sick or even dying.
我觉得我心脏的时候跳得很快，我觉得我好像快要死掉了那种感觉。
I would lay on the floor and be unable to move out of fear for no reason.
我就有时候躺在地板上面，我就没有办法行动也没有办法移动，不知道发生什么事情。
Over time, I was able to work through this with a lot of prayer and with help from a counselor.
有时候我们请到一些所谓协谈员来帮助我祷告能够帮助我克服这些困难。
But one of my biggest fears was speaking in front of large groups of people.
我其中一个最大的恐惧就是呢，站在众人面前来讲话。
So you can probably see how humorous this is.
你可以看到大概这种情形现在还在发生当中。
Yeah. Who am I to be doing something like this?
跟人家讲说我是谁类似这种情形呢，我就很害怕。
I chose to take that step once I heard about the suffering of others, despite my fear.
当我听到别人在受苦的时候，我觉得我应该选择来克服我这些恐惧。
So what is the difference then between passing interest and passion?
对，把你的兴趣传递给别人，跟热情这当中到底有什么不同？
Quite simply, it's action.
最大不同就是你有行动。
I could have learned about slavery that was happening in the world today and done nothing and still cared about it.
我可以说，我读到这些关于奴隶制度历史上发生的奴隶制度，感到非常愤怒，但是什么事都没有做。
But what it took for it to be a necessary part of my life, to be something that made me better, was taking action. That was what turned it into passion.
我觉得让我生命可以更好的事情，就是说我可以采取行动，然后呢，不是只有愤怒而已，我可以采取行动，那这个事情可以变得更好。
One small action can start a whole pattern of bigger actions that result in lifelong change for you and for the people around you.
你有小小一个行动，这个小行动可以带来大行动，可以来改变你身边的一些人或一些事情。
I would like to read you one of my favorite verses before we close here.
我要跟大家分享另一节我喜欢的经节。
You've probably heard it before.
你可能很熟悉这个经节
It's 1 Timothy 4:12, which says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity."
在提摩太前书4章12节，他这样说呢：不要叫人小看你年轻，主要在言语、行为、爱心、信心、清洁上，都做信徒的榜样。
What this means for us, and why it's so encouraging, is that it means young people can be an example.
这句经节对我来讲是一个非常鼓励的一个经节，告诉我说，年轻人可以为别人设立榜样的。
And not just an example to our younger siblings or people who are younger than us in general.
对我们家当中有很多年轻的弟兄姊妹有些年轻比我还轻的，你可以为别人设立一个榜样。
But this verse specifically calls us to be an example to all believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity.
这个经节告诉我们要在言语、行为、爱心、信心、清洁上都可以成为别人的榜样。
We have the opportunity to set an example by how we live our lives and by how we live out our faith.
我们可以有一个机会，我们可以活出我们的生活的样式，我们可以活出我们的信仰，然后因为这样子可以成为别人的榜样。
And the last thing I've learned is something I have to remind myself of pretty frequently.
最后一件事情我学到的是，最近刚学到一件事情。
It can be discouraging to look around at the state of the world.
当你看到这个世界所在发生的状况，有时候觉得非常沮丧。
It can be discouraging to see all of the suffering in our countries, in our towns, our neighborhoods, even our families.
可以看到我们现在在国家所发生的事情，在我们城市所发生的事情，在我们邻居所发生的事情，或者甚至在我们家里面所发生的事情，这些事情让我们觉得非常沮丧。
We can get overwhelmed by all the complexity and the problems and even the pain.
我们可以因为这些复杂的东西或者这些问题，那我们觉得我们没有办法胜过这些，甚至我们痛苦，我们都没有办法胜过。
And it's very easy to simply want to look away or to distract ourselves or to stay very busy.
我们就可以很容易就说这些事情我都不管了，那我们就让自己很忙碌，所以这些事情我都不要理。
It's easy to say if someone is going to make a difference, it will be someone else.
很容易这样说，如果有人让这个世界不一样，那个应该是别人，不应该是我。
Someone with more time, someone with more money, someone who's older.
这些人应该是他们比我更有时间，比我更有钱，甚至年纪比我大一点的，才可以让世界变得不一样。
Or we feel like if we could make a change, it'll be someday when we have more time, more money, or when we're older.
或者说你要想让这个世界不一样，可能是在某一天，未来的某一天，当我比我更有时间的时候，或年纪更大的时候，更有经验，我才能够做这些事情。
What I want to encourage all of us to think about tonight is you don't have to wait for someone to change the world. You don't have to wait for someday to change the world.
我要鼓励今天在座每一个人，你就是说，你不要等另外一个人或者某一个人出现来改变这个世界，或是不要等到哪一天你才有这个机会来改变这个世界。
You are the someone, and today is the day for change.
你就是那个人，今天就是改变世界的日子。
And we can make a difference starting here, starting now.
我们可以让这世界不一样，从这个地方开始，从现在开始。
The world is waiting for you.
这个世界也在等待我们大家。
Thank you so much for listening.
谢谢大家。